5 minutes?
What did you just say? Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.
That's a cop.
We back, man. We back. So we're going to jump right on into this topic because I have a feeling we're going to get a lot out of this. Basically, what we're talking about, the reels, the craziness that you see on IG. Some of it is on Facebook, but it's usually on IG because IG is, they let more things go. I don't even look at Twitter/X too much, but I'm sure this stuff is up there too. Basically, I'm sure that you've noticed some craziness on the internet. And I'm talking, when I say crazy, I'm not talking about jokes. I'm not talking about something cute. I'm talking about stuff that's stupid. Kids rapping totally adult lyrics. Folks doing, some people say some folks do skits that they say is a little over the line to try and prove a point. I understand when some of the comedians and everything do it because that's actually, I mean, you can say it's their profession, but we're just talking about, that dude down the street named Reggie that just decided to do some craziness on the internet, and he's doing it just for clicks. Now, most races do it, but let's face it, the other races don't be looked upon the way we're looked upon when they see these crazy things out there. So now, a couple of questions I have is, do you agree with selling yourself on the internet for clicks? And then when you see kids 4 to 14 being filmed for clicks, what do you feel about the parents? Basically, if the money is there, is it worth it? And if they're doing it because of the money and they have no other means to make money, is it our right to say they're doing something wrong?
Well, I head that off. It's not so much about the clicks because there's a lot of people that are doing TikToks, or there's a black couple that go back and forth with different corny jokes, and it's funny. And people laugh, and it gets a lot of clicks. I don't have an issue with that. There's a black female hunter, I don't want, excellent. But what I'm wanted to talk about
As a
with
what?
this, female hunter, she hunts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she gets a lot of, she's very good. And,
I thought you were saying that you was a black female.
I'm not
hunter.
saying no, she gets like this. No, I didn't say that. I said I like it. Anyway, throw my thoughts off. But there's one person, youth, I should say, Little RT. He has a song called 60 Miles. And a friend of mine sent it, hey man, y'all should do a show on this. And he said, okay, send it to me, I'll check it out. And I actually listened to it, and I was disgusted. You have a 8-year-old, and he's singing about, you can't ride with me unless you give me fellatio or head, whatever you want to call it. But he used, you can't, and he talked about loading the gun up and hitting a click. When you're looking at the fact that the number one cause of death for black males under 30 is violence, typically gun violence, black on black gun violence. You look at the gangster rap that's out there now, and everybody says the Jews did that, they forced, when rap changed, if NWA, they forced them to sing those lyrics. And now you have an 8-year-old, and it's disgusting the way they do it, because they purposely don't show any guns in the clip, because then they know that would get them taken down. He has a clip that's got 1.8 million views, likes. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a testimony. I think as a people, I say it all the time on this show.
It does.
We let the tail wag the dog. We let the least performing members of our society speak and allow them to make them the face for us. And I think it does a disservice, because you have not our kids, but kids that are growing up in that type of poverty, and everybody they look up to saying, kill somebody. And half of them ain't doing nothing. As Charles White would say, I'll let him do that. But I just think it's sad. I think it's ridiculous. And the two of the main ones, Ghetto Fights, which gets a lot of clicks. If you ever take time to research this, I looked into it. Look at the racist comments that come under that. Mm-hmm. People don't realize this. And I saw an Asian that has Ghetto Fights, and all he posts is pictures of black people beating the hell out of each other in the hood. Okay, you got World Star. All these things owned by white people projecting the worst of us. We got to stop it. It's the difference between being laughed with or being laughed at. We need to learn the difference.
Yeah, I think when you were just talking about the 1.8 million, and I don't know if it's views or likes. Okay, so with the views, typically it's not necessarily people liking it, but like you said, they may be laughing at you instead of laughing with you. They're just sitting back, observing and saying, "Man, that's stupid." And continue to perpetuate those stereotypes and just doing stuff that just makes us look bad. I really hate that kind of stuff, but what can we do about it?
And the crazy thing is that there's a parents, guardians that's letting this kid do this. Somebody had to film it, and it wasn't another 8-year-old.
Yeah.
So you ask the question, where would this 8-year-old be at in 6-7 years? And what does this say for the parents? Where were they at 8 years old?
Well, you got to ask what it says for the parents to allow it in the first place. Why would you allow your 8-year-old to be rapping about getting, oral sex and shooting and killing folk, and we riding out, and and it's like, I know I saw the video several. It's like nothing about that video was cute to me. Yeah, nothing about it was cute to me, and I'm like, how do you feel okay as a parent watching your child? Now your child is talking this way. It's not like they're in a movie and you're
right.
It's one time, and sometimes you even got to get permission, but this is your child just streaming, talking about things that they absolutely have nothing about realistically.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just a sad case, bro. It really is.
That's but you just brought up a great point. What if these parents say kids do it in movies too?
They do, in the movie, and that's kind of the same thing. I mean, that's what they're using in the YSL trial right now. Well, if you're gonna arrest him for lying on the stand and lying on his album, then you have to arrest Arnold Schwarzenegger. You have to arrest all these people for killing. That's. But my problem with it is, it's, from a community standpoint and from a child standpoint, what do you stand for based on your topic? Are you doing it for clicks? What are you standing for as a parent when you're introducing this to your child and saying, "Hey, let's go make some money rapping"?
Right.
It was the father or mother who tried to rap and couldn't, so they, like a football player, you couldn't make it, so you're gonna get your
They'll choose son.
Yeah, I couldn't be a rapper, so you're gonna be a rapper at 8.
But
Yeah,
you're selling them out for that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen this video, but and I heard you talk. You were talking about it a couple weeks ago, so obviously this one has struck a nerve with you because
because I've said it all along, and I think what's so disappointing is that we rally if a police officer does something wrong, and they should be chastised for it. They should be publicly flogged, whatever y'all want. But when we do it to ourselves, it's that same voice, Brother Umar. People like that need to speak out on that also, because I follow them. A lot of stuff I do agree with, but when you have a hands-off relationship, it's almost in our culture, if a person makes a certain amount of money, they're an untouchable at that point. But you got to look at the amount of death that's caused in our communities by these very type of songs. Okay, some kids listen to it, don't emulate it, but if you police 30 years in Atlanta, you realize a lot of these kids live by these songs. If I used to say it all the time, JC at his peak, Tupac at his peak, if he would have picked up a piece of dog shit, dipped it in platinum, put diamonds on it, and put it around his neck, everybody would be gold dipping and platinum dipping dog shit. And people can laugh about it if they want, but think about the styles of when. There's nothing pretty about seeing another man's drawers. But how long did that stick around?
Yeah, still
and
around.
I say this to say that it goes a lot deeper. Everybody wants to know, oh, it's a system, it's a system. We're allowing part of our culture to be destroyed by the least productive members of our society. I know nobody up here thinks like that, but think about what happened to, what's the corrections guy? That corrections guy that's a rapper.
Rick Ross?
Sure, Rick Ross. Okay, what happened when Rick Ross talked about dropping a molly and possibly having a date rape situation up? They blackballed him across America instantly.
Right.
The Baby, when he made a comment about the LGBT community, they wanted to cancel him out overnight. Radio stations dropped him.
That's right.
But you got an 8-year-old and you got all these other
And ain't nobody canceling him.
infected doing this stuff, and they allow it. You can talk about killing a black man, call a black woman a bitch, a hoe, whatever. You can have videos on TikTok of little girls twerking and nothing said about it.
Not
But
enough
if
to
you-
celebrate it. It's celebrated.
Yeah, celebrate. You're right.
It's even worse.
You're right. It's celebrated. So we allow that, and nobody thinks. And I'm not even saying you don't have to have a conspiracy with us. You know why? Because it's nobody that goes 9 to 5 on a job. It's all the infecteds, people that have no problem but tearing us up as a people. But yet they want us to march for them and look out for them when stupid shit happens. We got to stop it, because when the number one cause of death for young black males is violence, and when you look at white and every other color of American, it's the third and fourth. You're more likely to get killed as a black American than bit by a shark. That's ridiculous.
And for those of you, some of our new viewers, when Ask a Cop says infected, infected replaces the N-word. Because I know there's a lot of people out there that's viewing now after I said some things at
Like
the
somebody
award
got
shows,
bit.
and they sitting back going, right, they're infected with what? What they infected with? They got bad genes? What? Bad
My
hygiene?
bad.
No, you're all right. Yeah,
No, I'm just saying that's something that
we
needs
got
to be
new viewers.
taken out of our culture.
And
you know.
the thing is, Frank, you said something. You was like, what do we do? What can we do? And the thing is, like you said, because these things are celebrated and it's clicks, but they making money off of it. The people that's doing it is making money. Some of the songs that's out there, going back to why would certain rappers rap about this is because certain labels will only put that song out. So the money is there. And it's going to be hard to tell. I ain't talking about an 8-year-old. I'm talking about a 18 to 24-year-old not to put that song out knowing that he can make such and such dollars. Since that can't be stopped or controlled, what's the next option you think for us to actually slow this down? Is it educating younger people that this ain't real, or what is it?
I
What is it?
disagree. It can be stopped. It's like, okay, if somebody said, okay, you can, what we're basically saying is we're so enthralled with money that it's not worth stopping as long as somebody's making money off of it. If some white guy came out and had a song called Hang In, he'd be canceled instantly. And we're having songs that are put out for us, we're consuming it. The way to stop it is a show like this. And if it catches on where it gets popular, to start looking at it. No, think about it. KRS-One, Public Enemy. They never had a song that wasn't pro-black.
But you got to understand what you're talking about. We're talking about LeBron, Michael Jordan, two totally different eras.
No, it's
These
not.
kids,
No,
yes,
but
listen to
okay,
me.
we
These
keep on
kids,
accepting it.
These
If we keep
kids
on accepting
so
it.
that's
it's
the
gonna
part right
continue to
there.
happen.
There's nothing you can do about somebody saying, I'm gonna take $2 million for this track. Ain't nothing we can do about that.
No. What we can do
We
is
have
stop
to do it on
buying
the back end. That's what
we
I'm
have to
asking.
stop. Yeah.
So
We have
see-
to stop
so see,
buying.
the thing is-
we have to have preachers stop letting
that's the part.
somebody come into the pulpit. Back in the day, the pulpit was supposed to be the holiest of places in the church. But now, if a rapper, I'm not gonna say no names, he starts putting out a little bit of money or he donates to the church, all of a sudden, all transgressions are forgotten, and then you're forgiven, and then you put him right up there as a face. What is that saying to the kids? What is that saying to the kids' community?
Exactly.
Okay, he's rapping about, bro, pissed me off, I'm gonna shoot him, gun him down, fuck them hoes. But then on the same token, you're putting him in the purest part of your own institution.
But check this out, man. I'm gonna tell you how hypocritical we are, right? And I say we are as a people. You had a country western singer who had that song recently about when we come into your town. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try it, yeah.
Yeah.
And black folks went ballistic. They went ballistic. So we worried about that.
Yeah.
But we don't go ballistic about an 8-year-old talking about shooting and drugs and oral sex. Number one, talking about a 6-year-old talking about her body parts.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah, I did see that.
I
She
mean,
put
come,
that
I
in
mean,
there.
we don't riot. We don't rally over that.
It's
Selective
almost,
rage.
It's almost
Selective
like,
rage,
It's
man.
almost like we're saying, but that's my people. They can do that about us. It's like the N-word. Oh, we can call each other the N-word, but you can't. So it's the same thing with the music. We can talk about killing us, but you can't.
But it goes to the point. It goes to the point of your question in terms of the Frank was what can we do about it? MJ said you said you can't. He's saying you can. I agree that you can, based on the fact that we do it when we want to do it. When we find a cause we want to fight over, we can say, "Oh, this not allowed." You know what I mean? But that's allowed. Every parent in America should be, criticizing boy. You know what I mean? Come on, let that 8-year-old rap about something else. There's nothing cooler than an 8-year-old. 8-year-old could let them flow about something else. Let them
Evidently
flow
has
about
some type of
something
talent.
that's related to them.
Yeah, he has some type of
Absolutely.
talent that
And
can
it would be
used by
cool as a
something totally
fan.
different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this is what we go to, and that's the sad part, man.
Yeah, that self-awareness piece, I think the parents have to be, we have to be involved as parents, and it's like whatever you continue to allow the standard to be, it's just going to continue to, that line is just going to continue to be straddled, and it's going to get worse and worse. I'm a proud girl dad. I have 3 daughters, and, they all have always known, don't ever bring anybody in my house if their pants are hanging down around their ass. Period.
Boy, what you
Because
talking
I will
about?
put them in a chokehold and send them right back out the door. It's point blank. Period. There's no wiggle room in that.
Right.
And the same thing I would tell them. Hey, if a guy is walking around like that, he don't respect you, because what happens is females can stop some of this foolishness. Stop dating these guys, and hey, look, man, you around me, pull your pants up. Yeah. I mean, that sounds simple, and it sounds like it's just a small thing, but those little small things, they continue to add up, because then what else comes with that? We talk about respecting women and whatnot. We've all heard the songs, yeah, we got it, but we don't talk to women that way. If you did, you're gonna be by yourself. Nobody wants to be part of that.
But in the modern era, they do allow it. I've seen.
I beg to differ on that. Just like you just said, the females could stop it, and of course, we're talking about a younger generation than what we are. But they could stop it. But I mean, I haven't been around it, but I've heard these guys talk to these women right to their face that way.
And the women love it.
Man,
And they love it.
I don't get it.
The songs are telling them to.
Yeah.
Hey, this sexy red girl, they live by this BS.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that- First
And
of
it's
all,
so
she's
ri-
hideous.
and
Don't
they
get-
And the
live.
song is ridiculous.
Don't get me. Oh,
Hey man,
But I like I said, it's gonna take. Who it's really gonna take? Jay-Z, a prominent rapper coming out and just say, "Hey, look, the game's changed." But so many people are putting their wealth above their caring about people. And where you got to look at it, think about it. They don't mind chastising the government, but if we don't start chastising ourselves, we're the number 2 minority. Pretty soon, Asiatics, meaning Indians and any type of Asian, is going to be number 2. We're number 3. You think we don't have a say now? We're 14% of a population. And if you take out people that are already incarcerated or have been incarcerated, what does that number shrink to? Then if you take Africans out, first or second generation foreigners that come in, black that are labeled black, where does that put us? And if we don't start calling it out, people in the pulpit, they need to call it out, because you have preachers out there that are preaching but they're not preaching against it. If somebody's doing something that's a detriment to the community, you have to speak out on it.
Yeah, you have to speak, in addition to speaking out on it, one of the things, when I ask, what can we do? We have to be involved. We got to mentor kids and get involved in the high schools and stuff. Me with my struggles and everything, one of the things that I decided to do was I participate in this program down in the greater Jacksonville area called Take Stock in Children. And it's a mentor program for the inner city. And I go in there, it doesn't take a lot of my time, 1 hour a week, and I mentor young black men. And, try to make sure that those kids stay on the straight and narrow, because if they complete the program, so at the end of the 4 years, they get a scholarship to anywhere in the state of Florida. So by doing that, hopefully I can help change somebody else's trajectory. And, so when I said that, it's little things that we could do. It's not like we can come in here and, we have the magic words and we can say this and everybody listens to this podcast and say, man, you know what? Those guys are all right, man. Let's go change, and let's stop promoting some of the things that we're seeing out there. There's no magic bullet like that's going to make it all happen. It's us.
Right. All right, people, listen, man. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to give you all, each one of us are going to give you guys what we think we can do to try and help this situation out.
And I'm going to read y'all comments, too.
And then we're going to go through the comments. Might get in a little sports, then we're going to go to top 5. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo.
Ask a cup.
We'll be right back. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo.
And ask a cup.
We back, y'all. Hey, Frank, score is 23-21. Connecticut is up.
Okay.
7 minutes. 8 minutes to go in the first half. So let's go over these comments that we got.
All right, so Robbie said no one is holding him accountable, including the platform that it's posted on. Number 1 said, who owns TikTok, the Gram, Facebook, Jewish businessmen and women, they would never allow their Jewish kid to disgrace their culture. Unc said today in Baltimore, 2 so-called parents were arraigned on charges. Both were armed. They armed a 14-year-old child. All 3 went to a local school to assault another 14-year-old. Then they went to another location to attack another kid. The second kid was armed. A gunfight ensued. That's crazy.
Wow.
Number 1 said black folks do this to themselves, just like the sergeant said in the soldier story. Some of them need to be eliminated.
True.
So-called parents think they're correct. Barbara Pickett said yes. Number 1, and you don't hear the Beyonce, the Jay-Z, the Oprah, the Queen going on any platform to condemn this, talking about the kid. My aunt said it's sad that folks buy and support anything. We have to grab our young people. I know there were enough folks in the money who can come together to fight for our youth, musicians, athletes, politicians, entertainers. One message can save our youth and stop taking the garbage they want us to do. Parents have to wake up. Millennial agreed with facts. Robert said, unfortunately, it's the psychosocial background and generational background. Yeah, definitely generational.
That generational is deep, especially
very
right
deep.
now.
That's big.
Especially right now.
Ben said, Jay-Z.
Kids are having kids.
Yeah, well, that's been happening, and it's just generational.
Yeah, and I think for us, man, we can't just sit back and wait for somebody else to do it. Like
Nah,
I said,
you
we
can't.
gotta. It's small and it's incremental, and it's a situation where you don't see the growth that you would probably like to see, but you got to start somewhere. You got to be aspirational, thinking that we can make a difference. Maybe we never can, but if we try, and then I just feel like you're doing everything that you can do.
Yeah.
Each one teach one is still it just can't be the negative. Each teach one. I mean
Right.
Oh
boy, you sound like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jay-Z and most billionaires are peer predators. Females should have respect for themselves. I don't understand why. Have to start in elementary and preschool. Save our children. Unc said, I absolutely hate to agree with Ask a Cop. But y'all know my views. We must call out our own people. Robbie said, facts. Little friend, each one teach one. Have to start with the parents by pouring into them, and the children by teaching and empowering them. It will flow into the children in the household. Mom says, as y'all said earlier, it's the parents whom are promoting the child to act this way. In fact, the child become the parents. Parents not getting involved in what the child is doing. As a parent, they should be, as they should. The child is their equal. And a lot of times that's the case when the child is bringing in the revenue.
That's the
All
crazy
good
part.
comments.
Yeah. Consider them more as friends instead of the parent-child
Parents,
relationship.
yeah.
And in regards
There's a
to
lot of
these
that.
rappers stepping up, I think a lot of the old school rappers that's not independent. KRS-One is not one that's independent. He gonna speak out on it. I mean, he is independent. So he can speak out on it. But I think a lot of these cats, I've seen them on these award shows say things. They're trying to mend the fences between the old school rappers and the new school rappers, saying that I back them. I love what they're doing. They're being expressive. Yada 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 yada. And when I don't think they realize when they say stuff like that, the ones that are doing it the right way, doing positive things, get it. But then also the ones that's not doing positive things look at it as if, okay, so they giving me the old school is giving me a stamp of approval, so I can keep doing what I'm doing. I can keep making songs about this mess and stuff about the community that's gonna make other people do stuff in the community.
Well, I'll even go deeper than that. I look at our black political leaders, elected officials that don't speak out. When you have a city like Chicago, or basically you can go to any major black city in the United States and look at the amount of black-on-black crime in Atlanta when we average 110, 112 homicides a year, and 98% of them, the perpetrator's black, and of a black-on-black crime, it's always black-on-black. If it's a white, it's either a police officer or a store owner or a homeowner protecting their property that ends up killing a black male. And so when you have that situation, but you don't have a black leader because he's so worried about, at some point, we have to have the new Martin Luther King, the new Malcolm X come out, and somebody's gonna have to give up on just the bottom line and the dollar and say what it is. And I think about it because I know what changed me growing up was the church. When I grew up going to Sunday school, having to sit through a long revival during the summer.
You had it right,
and
long ass revival.
and wanting to be anywhere else, but that repetitive nature of it. And the biggest thing, people, I don't care if you're a single mom, both parents, two gays, whatever it is, LGBT community, it doesn't matter, but walk that walk. I think the biggest thing that happens now, parents aren't who they want their kids to be, so if your kids are seeing shit, they're only gonna be shit. If you're not carrying yourself in such a way, they may not like you, but they say, damn, daddy gets his ass up and goes to work every day. Mommy goes to work every day. Mommy produces this. But and everybody's got this pie in the sky deal, if everybody's gonna make their money off of rap, come on, it's not happening. It didn't even happen with R&B. So we have to have realistic goals, but somebody's gonna have to step forward and speak to us as a people and be honest about it. Tell us what our shortcomings are, the ones that don't know.
Real quick, Kiki said, when you know better, you do better. The parents were never taught. They want to be friends versus being parents. Parents can care more about their children being mad at them versus saving their lives.
No, I was gonna say we need to do a subject on that. It's gonna be touchy, but as Ask the Cop just said something that was deep. If they see shit, they gonna be shit. The thing is, the shit that they seeing, those people don't know anything different.
Right.
They only know shit, so they gonna be shit. And if they gonna be shit, people gonna see shit. So where does the teachings need to go to? A lot of people say it needs to go to the young, the kids, but I think there's that middle range in there that you got to teach those.
Yeah.
you know, give them the tools and things of that nature.
Yes, I think that's interesting because that's almost like a mentorship program for adults.
Exactly. That's where I
what you're
feel we need to
saying.
go.
Yeah, guiding, providing them with, positive images, positive stories, opportunities. So all of those things are combined, and as you talk about the billionaires in the top of the music industry, and then you were talking to politicians, all of those people are the ones that can help to get those type of programs off the ground. And then, but it takes involvement. It's just, we all can say, hey, it's great. Yeah, we should do that, but then we don't do anything about it.
Well, there you go. We're going to have this new topic another night. We're going to have it coming. But right now, she put the sign up. It's time for the top 5, Angelo. You got it?
Yeah, man. Real quick, shout out to one of our sponsors, man, C's Candles. Was read this out earlier. Want to make sure I get this out from all of us at C's Candles. We would like to remind you that deadline for placing your holiday candle order is December 21st, 2023. C's Candles online orders December 21st, 2023. Say thank you and God bless the holiday season. Email address 1cscandles@gmail.com to place your order. I think Dwayne has a list of all different flavors.
You cigar smokers out there, if you need a candle for your room, I promise you, we'll talk about it. Get that top 5, man.
All right. Interesting. So I'm going to go with this tonight based on these kind of topics, right? Give me the top 5 things, not people, but top 5 things, or if it is people. Oh, no, you got one. Top 5 things you hate. What's the top 5 things that you just flat out hate?
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Wow.
Top 5 things I hate. I would say racist. Crooked cops, anybody that taints the badge, I think if you put the badge on and you taint it, I think that's the worst thing. 3, racist, no, just playing. I think I hate ultra-liberals.
Who?
Ultra-liberals, the people that can't see anything but, and the other side of that, the next one I hate is ultra-right-wings, people that are so right-wing they can't see basic facts and can't look at anybody else's side. And the last one, I would say PETA.
You said Peter?
Yeah.
People?
PETA.
Peter.
Oh,
I'm a hunter and I fish.
Dwayne, you got something?
I don't hate a lot of people, so let's say things. I hate people who drive in the left lane knowing they should be in the right lane. I hate that.
People in the left lane.
Man, I hate those people, man. I hate I hate that they canceled Boondocks. I really hate that. I think if the Boondocks was on right now, a lot of stuff would be different. Because they kind of called stuff out in a comical way. I hate new R&B music. They always got to include a rapper. They don't sing about making love anymore, so I hate new R&B music. Number 4, I hate new rap music. I hate it. I hate it, man. I hate it, man. I hate people saying that. Yeah, just hate it. I hate rap music. What's that, number 4? This is number 5. And number 5, man, I hate the Falcons might win the damn division in football.
First team to 8.
Yeah, man, we don't deserve it, man. We should just tank for a quarterback. I hate the Falcons right now.
Oh boy. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Let's see. Top 5 things that I hate. One, lack of communication. I don't think adults should be able to get away with not communicating properly. Because if you something wrong or you have an issue, say something. Don't just let that shit ride. Two, people that don't, I'm just gonna say this, badass kids. I can't stand badass kids.
Oh, that's
Do not bring them around me because we will get into it. Because I'm gonna tell you to get them out my presence. 3, adults that don't continue to work on themselves. They think they've already arrived. I cannot stand non-progressive people. Cannot stand non-progressive people. And you can just take that all the way through. It just be 1A, 2A, 3B, all of that. But those are the top 3. There can be 5 because I think those are big enough, honestly. That's it.
All right. Skinny jeans. No man's hips should be that tight. I feel bad for any man that has to walk with the skinny jeans. People that come to Atlanta and complain about Atlanta, leave. If you don't like it, just leave.
Look, say that. Hey, there ain't no gate on interstate.
Hey, you can leave. People with locks that are going bald.
God,
You gotta let that go. Go ahead and cut that off. It bothers me. People take my hat off sometimes. Like, you going? No, I'm not. I'm blessed. Children all together. I don't like kids. and we got 2. And just surprisingly, I like them. Because I looked at them at first and was like, look like an alien to me. I don't like kids. So please, don't ever ask, what is it, babysitting or sleepovers. We don't do that. I don't even like them going nowhere. I don't trust your daddy. I don't know that guy. And white people that are passive aggressive. Don't fucking smile at me. Talking about you're a nice fellow. What the fuck that mean, lady? Rebecca? I don't like it. It bothers me.
Yeah, Frank.
Frank, what you got, man?
All right. So, some of these y'all already covered. So, we talked about the left lane drivers. Man, that just infuriates me to no end, and it takes everything to prevent road rage because I just don't understand, like Lo, we was in Germany for all those years, man. If you are driving in the left lane, you will get a ticket or you will get run over.
Or get run over.
Yeah. So, it just infuriates me that people just get over, man. Traffic, we could save the economy, man. If everybody gets in the right lane, and people don't have to drive around them and you don't have wrecks and all the other stuff that comes with all that. Everybody can get to work on time, all these things.
Right.
Just drive in the left lane. Excuse me, get out of the left lane. Excuse me. And, obviously Atlanta traffic, I left here in 2011, man, and good Lord. I know people moved here, but
Just
man,
in LA, huh?
Did they just move to 285 and 85? Can they go home?
Like LA.
Oh my God! There's everybody on the road at the same time every day going nowhere. So I had to plan to come up from Florida. I had to leave early in the morning so I could beat Atlanta traffic to go nowhere. Then I'm up here, all right, what am I doing? Hotel, you can't check in until 3, so I'm just hanging out doing nothing.
All right.
All right. We talked about the racist comments. So yeah, obviously hate racists and all things associated with that. But I'll tell you one interesting thing is, that my daughters have had to deal with in Florida, in the area we live, is predominantly Caucasian area. But little black kids that go to school with her, they said, oh yeah. Some of the Caucasian kids will say they got an N-word pass from such and such, and I'm like, I had never heard that before we moved to Florida. I was like, you got a pass to call somebody the N-word? First of all, why would you want to do that? And obviously, somebody needs to punch you in the face immediately after doing so.
Put them things on.
Yeah. So it's like, but and I try to explain that to her. That's where we live, but you don't have to accept that. So, I'm trying to keep my daughter from getting into fist fights at school, behind that. But it's just ridiculous that kids even think like that, But yeah, that's a Florida thing, I guess. People that don't stand up to 45. Man,
Don't get choked up. Don't get choked up.
boy,
I'm about to say, he's
Come
smoking
on
a cigar over there?
No, that's
man. You gotta stand up, man. It's one of the reasons that I like Elizabeth Cheney, and Kinziger, and those people that actually have a spine and stand up to all this foolishness. Could you imagine if Barack Obama had 71 indictments and was running for office? Come on, man. So that gets me in a whole different mood. Last two a little bit lighter. The college football playoffs is just dumb. So I hate it. I don't even have a college football team, but I hate yeah. And then, for my Carolina brother over there, I hate Duke. So,
I'm sure you got that.
yeah. So I put Duke and then I put
Anything
slash
about 'em.
AFC North teams because anybody that's in Pittsburgh's division, I hate you, and I cheer for every team that plays you every week unless we need them to lose to you. So
Right.
that's the only thing. But those are by far.
All right, so this is my go. Well, you took one off my list. That was everything Duke, everything. So that's not one of mine anymore. But number 5 is going to be bills/taxes. Can't stand them because it's actually something that ain't a damn thing I could do about.
Yeah.
Both of them. They come together, both of them. The pronouns for people. I'm confused. I don't know when I'm right, when I'm wrong, and I hope to be able to
I
get
didn't
some
say that.
people. I hope to be able to get some people on the show or able to call in so that we can have some type of explanation. And why do I have to give my pronoun? I want that. Corporate America now, you have to, they put your name on stuff, they got to put his or her, you got to put this stuff under your name. I'm like, what the hell? Okay, so yeah, that.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt your list. Let me tell you something real quick. The hotel staying in over here, Hampton, right? So check in. I thought it was a guy. I'm pretty sure it was a guy, and his name tag said Tijuana or something. And and when I spoke to him, the deep voice, he got a little beard going, and then I was like, man, did I get that wrong? And I'm feeling bad now. I'm like, man, maybe I'm just off. And then I had come back down, and the name tag was off, and I said, man, I'm sorry to bother you, but what is your name? And he says, my name is Malik. I said, man, thank God. Because I said, I thought I was offending you a little while ago because I did not know. I saw that. He said, oh, yeah, she was in the back. I was just getting her food when they were delivering her food, so I had her name tag on.
Hilarious.
I was like, all right, wow.
That's hilarious.
All right, number 3. People, when we out of the cigar lounge, I hate to see somebody leave a full or a half of a cigar in an ashtray and leave.
Sheesh.
Bothers me to my soul. Deep. Before COVID, if it was a good cigar, I would have gotten it and cut it, kept it for myself. But now COVID, that stuff goes off through the tobacco, so you can't. Cutting off the tip don't work no more. So pause. Cutting off the tip. That hurt.
Just
as soon
the
as
tip.
I said it. As soon as I said it, it hurt. The New York Giants front office. Wouldn't be mad if all of them was at a meeting. I don't want to say a fire, but maybe there was something that happened, and a lot of them couldn't continue the job, and we had to get a hold in the front office. I don't want them to die. I just need them to leave. That's it. Just need them to leave. What is that? That's 4. I wrote a lot down. See, I hate a lot of stuff. Okay. We are car insurance. I should have put it in there with it, but car insurance to me is the biggest mafia outfit in the world. You could pay car insurance
Next to the IRS.
forever. But that came with the taxes. You could pay car insurance forever, never have a car accident. Never. And even if you have 2 or 3, you still gonna pay a whole lot more than what they gave you.
Facts.
Add to it all the other people that's paid. Hey man, they killing it. And my honorable mention is the person that dresses Stevie Wonder. Get him out of here. Stevie ain't never looked right on the award show. Feel so sorry, man. That's horrible.
Like Michael Jackson on steroids.
All right, let me go with my comments. We got to do that first. My man Todd Vick, what up, bro? He said, pants hung low, bad cops, high-ass gas prices, today's rap music, and inflation. My cousin Chevelle, what's up, Vel? She said that she hate people. LOL, just kidding. I know her well. She ain't kidding that much. People who say you welcome as opposed to you're welcome. Today's entertainment people and stores that just try to give you all your change if you cannot count.
Too funny.
My sister says she hates that the Georgia. She hates that. Oh, and she also said young people entitlement. Teresa, what's up? This is my sister. She said, I hate the Georgia Bulldogs loss. I also hate bonnets, PJs, and slippers.
Yep.
I hate how all the hold on, I got to hit the see more button. She had a lot. I hate how all the ratchet women dress in the airport. I hate seeing women dress naked, basically.
Depends on the dress size.
All right, that's it for my comments. You can go ahead, bro.
All right. Let's see. Number 1 got the P grabber 5 times.
5 times.
Yeah. My mom got Trump, liars, racist, narcissism, and selfish people. Glenn say he hates customer service here in Atlanta. Hates bad traffic, Kansas City Chiefs, fruitcake, and a bad A kid. Robbie has narcissists, racism, liars, ignorance, passive-aggressive behavior. Kiki has periods, driving.
Wait, what?
She said start off with, driving. I don't necessarily hate a liar, but a person that lies on me. New age rap music and a lack of accountability. My mom throwing people bragging for money that can work, begging for money that can work. She's agreed with skinny jeans. Robbie says she has more, but she digressed. Number 1 chimed in about bad A kids and their parents. My aunt Orlando said leave her alone. She likes the left lane.
See, that's what we talking about right there. Ain't nobody on the highway, just sitting in the left lane. Why are you in that lane? You know? You don't get no more points for being over there, you know?
Number 1 says she hates black men who think black women aren't the queens that we are and think the Karens of the world are their tickets to Nirvana. And she hates the 49 whiners. White Republicans are about to, again, disenfranchise black voters in Georgia while simultaneously increasing white precincts. Read the front page of today's AJC online because most people don't have papers anymore.
Hey, we can send y'all Ron DeSantis if you need him.
No, you can keep Ron right where he is.
Yeah.
Glenn said those are not true cigar smokers, absolutely, but don't waste your money and spend time. You took up a seat and smoked a half a cigar, man. Leave it, man. You should have been standing up in the first place.
Right.
Says you agree with you on the car insurance, and she hates the selection committee. All right, I hate black licorice. I love licorice, but black licorice is disgusting. I hate sagging pants beyond belief. It is still the absolute worst fashion or non-fashion thing in the history of clothing. Nothing has ever been worse than watching a grown man. It's bad enough to watch these kids But to see a 50, 60-year-old man
Ooh,
with his
boy.
pants sagging down is the most retarded thing in the
Boy.
world.
Stains too.
It's retarded. And then to see somebody with pants sagging and 2, 3 boxers, another pair of boxers,
And then a pair of shorts.
this junk is,
Yeah.
And then had to hold them.
and you gotta hold them. The worst clothing in the history of clothing. You can go back, everybody talk about everything comes back. I haven't seen
That never was in.
anywhere in the 40s, 50s, 60s where they were wearing their pants and having to walk around holding their belts.
Yeah.
Holding their hooks because they don't even wear a belt.
Walking like this.
It's retarded.
Yeah.
I hate folks. I agree with Keith. I cannot stand a person that lies on me. You can lie to me, but don't lie on me. Don't say something I said I ain't said, man. That that pisses me off beyond pistivity. I hate a thief. I hate a thief. Stop, don't steal. Man, come on, man. These folks breaking these cars, all that BS, man. You know, it's just retarded, man. Yo, they're tearing folks' windows up.
People that steal from racetrack, they're thieves.
Nah, I won't call it. I don't know what category. I'm talking about these folks that's damaging, you know what I mean, breaking the car, breaking the folks' house, you know, just straight. That's ridiculous, man, you know. And last but not least, I hate a man that wears flip-flops with ashy feet. That is absolutely disgusting. How did somebody let you walk out the door with flip-flops on and zero lotion? And you walking around like it's okay.
Yeah.
Feet just as ashy as all outdoors. They don't take care of them. I mean, just come on, man. At least slap some lotion on them.
Yeah.
Your toes
You
on
know,
top
that's
of each
somebody
other.
that
They
don't
still
crush you
dry.
like because you know they like soft
Yeah.
feet. That's
Yeah,
somebody that
yeah.
don't crush you like because you know women love your feet to be right.
Yeah. You gotta get a pedicure.
Disgusting, man.
Gotta get a pedicure.
Just
yeah.
the least put lotion on them.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Got to.
Well, you know, like they used to say at the West,
Gold
you
bond.
might have a job kicking flour.
Kicking flour.
Yeah. So
And you got a nerve to watch some flip-flops.
Yeah.
What the devil?
Fashion faux pas, I can go forever.
Barbara chimed in real quick. She despises saggy pants, especially on grown men. Young people that think they know everything.
Oh,
That's
wow.
every-
True story.
Yeah.
Liars, bad parents thinking they're right, and loud talking on the phone. Black liquor cools you off. Yeah, okay, you can have it. Number 1 says you hate men with wife beaters, too big wife beater under their shirts.
They too big.
I've seen women with white Pillsbury feet too. Yeah. Yeah.
Great show. Great show. Top 5 was hilarious.
Seeds Candles list is up too, y'all. Y'all check out all the different flavors of Seeds Candles, man.
There
Make
it
sure y'all
is.
chime in, get that order in.
Cigar smokers, I'm telling you, if you are smoking in your house, get you some Seeds candles. I would not guide you wrong. I'm telling you, you don't want it smelling like the smoke. Get you some Seeds candles. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo,
Ask a cop.
and we out. You dig?
Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to read. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. It's Classic Conversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Lo.